Okay, got a new game. Thought I'd make a little quick video about it. Uh, Neighbors out mowing grass. The little woman's playing video, so if you hear any of that stuff, just try to ignore it. It's uFactory. Just thought I'd do a little quick one here. The tutorial's pretty good. It really helps you out, but the game can be tricky. Let's just do a new game. We'll do the first one. I just did this one today, and can't wait to start on this one. But let's start back here at the beginning just to kind of show you how it goes. Okay, so this is your factory floors, how much room you got to work with. Our objective here is to make 100 unpainted toy blocks and 10 painted toy blocks. And you can optionally do these to get extra more points. Okay, so this is your input here. So in the left lane, we've got wood logs, and the right lane, we got cans of paint. So I automatically, this is your build menu, destruction menu, move stuff around, flip it around, copy and paste, and clear the belt. Real easy stuff there. This is your main belts, your simple belts. Uh, this is your advanced conveyors. You got T splitters, you got lane splitters, you got filters, and configurable ones, which are pretty cool. And then you also got bridges. Um, this is where your mechanical arms are at, and conveyor belt that carries crates. These are your machines. You got a laser cutter and a sawmill, and then you got like paint and glue and stuff over here. Okay, anyway, first thing we're going to do is put a T-splitter here. See if I can get my mic down enough so I'm not breathing into it. So put that there, and if we hit space, it unpauses the game. And also, too, in this, you have 48 hours to do this stuff. So here you can see we got cans of paint coming out, and we got logs coming out. So we're going to have the paint going this way, and we're going to have the logs going this way. As you can see, that's what they're doing. They're splitting out. Okay, so to find out what you need to do, you go into your manual here, and you're going to pick out product, and we're going to pick out wooden toy blocks, and then it tells you what you got to do. You got the wood to the sawmill, and then to the laser cutter, and that makes you a toy block. And then you got to send it into the paint area, and you get a painted toy block. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, but it can get tricky. Okay, so what we're going to do here is add a sawmill. And you can see the directions. It goes yellow in, green out. So middle mouse click flips it around. And you got to have space for an arm. So let's do something like this would be fine. Okay, so we got that. Now we need a mechanical arm. The direction, same thing, you can flip it. We're going to carry it from this belt to there, and then we're going to carry it off this belt, or off the machine to another belt. So now instead of going into here and getting belts like this, I've gotten so used to just hitting 5, which is the duplicate tool. Click on a belt right here, and then put it down. You can drag. Well, you can't drag if you're copying and pasting, but anyway. So I'm going to leave enough room here for 2 sawmills just in case I need them, because I don't think I will. And then we're going to go, just to kind of show how it goes, we're going to go here, go one more, Okay, so if we unpause it, you'll see it pick up nothing and do nothing. So let's see what's going on. Click on this. We got to set it to do something. You can cut stool seats, you can cut chairs, 2x2 planks, toy blocks the way we want, or pencil panels. So we're going to go cut toy blocks, and we're going to start the process. And it's cool here, it gives you a good breakdown of what it's doing. Retooling is very interesting. I really like that. I'll explain that in a minute. But yeah, so it takes the wood and cuts it up, and then it's going to put the wood blocks here. It takes a minute. Here's your timer on how long it takes to do it. And there we go. So now we got little wooden blocks. One of those cuts out. It tells you how many stored. Probably about 20 or so, I guess. I haven't checked into that yet. Okay, anyway, we got the blocks. So now we have to take the blocks and we're going to put in a laser cutter. Get it in the right direction. Again, leave room for your arms. And you can do the same thing. Hit 5 again. Grab an arm. Put it down. Okay, so now I'm going to pause it right here. Now, right now, what this thing's going to do is it's going to put the block in, and then it's going to do all these things. It's going to carve the top, carve the bottom, carve the front, carve the rear, carve the left, carve the right. It's going to do all that because it's checked to perform all operations. And it takes a while to do all that. What's cool about this is, oh, and every time it does one of these, every time it changes from this to this, it has to retool. I'll let it go ahead and show you how it does. We'll unpause it. But right now it's cutting. Okay, now it's retooling. Now it's recutting again. It's doing the second cut. And now it's retooling again. And so on and so forth. Okay, so as you can see, that's going to be a while before we get anything done. What's cool about this game is I'm going to go ahead and copy this, put it there. And go ahead and put another one here. We're going to need it. If you right click, you're still on the copy tool. You can just click on another tool or another thing that you want. And still got it. But if I right click again, then I can go back and click on these. Okay, so we're going to stop it right here. Now, that's how long that took to get that over to here. And right now, it's all done, so this one should pass it right onto that one. I don't know if it did or not. I guess it did. Anyway, we're going to go into here and we're going to uncheck perform all, and we're going to have it just do the first cut. So it's going to do the first cut. It's not going to do any of these cuts, and it's going to pass it on to this one. And we'll have this one do the second cut, and so on. So this one's going to do the third cut. We will copy and paste the fourth cut, fifth cut, and the sixth cut, which I've screwed up. I'm out of room up here, but we'll fix that. Let's see, where did I screw up at? I screwed up by trying to get 2 of these machines in. What I should have done is I've got room to put one here. So what I'm going to have to do is click move. I'm just going to move everything down 1 block. Probably 2 blocks. All right. And let's see here. Okay, so we can get rid of this. One clears the belt, so this will clear all the parts off that belt. Then we're just going to move this one I've confused myself on what I've been doing. These are coming in here, these are getting put over there, and it's coming down here. So this needs to be turned to get our square back. Okay, so now we can just move everything down to match up. And that's what's cool about this game too, is adjusting things, making it more efficient. Um, yeah, I might have everything down too much, but anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and copy the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6. We'll get us a belt at the end. Go this way. Okay, so I think we did 3. Yeah, that one's allowed. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. 1, 2. So we're going to cut that one off. We're leaving 4. This is going to be. Oh yeah, I copied and pasted it. So if you copy and paste the machine, you gotta be careful about that because it will keep all this stuff too. This is 5. I think that was 5, and this is 6. I'm not sure that was 5. Yeah, 5, and this is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we're good. Okay, now when we open it up, these all have to. So that one went all the way down the line because it was the first one done it. So now this one's going to cut the first part. It's got to actually tool for the first time it does it. It's doing the second cut. So now this one's going to retool and do the third cut. And these are waiting because they're already done. And this will do the fourth cut. Blah, blah, blah. Let's speed it up here. Okay, so now it's all working. When this one moves, they should all move. Okay, so now we got a little bit of an assembly line going here, and we got our parts getting on the belt. Okay, so that's a bit loud. The machine noise there is. Let's turn this down a bit just to see what it does. Okay, so now we've got these working. We have to paint. We can sell. We can take these over here and just send them straight out and sell because we have to do 100 unpainted toys. So we can go ahead and just do that. So I'm going to hit 5, copy that belt. And we'll see them start selling. So we're getting $10 a piece on that. Alright. Now we're going to need to set up a paint area. So we're going to go in here, go to there, we're going to go to paint. So these are going to paint. Our belt's coming down here. And I'm just haphazardly putting this in. This is not the way I would normally do it, but let's just say we're going to do it here. Okay, so we can take this belt. Move it, and whenever you click move, everything shuts down or the game pauses. So we got that there. We'll hit 5 while we're here, copy it, bring that down to here, leave room for a belt. I'll rotate this one around. That's going to get those going. Can hit 5 again, grab this one, put it there, put it there. Okay, so now this is our paint. You can hit it on, well, all you can do is paint blocks right now. Okay, so whenever I give this a belt, no, it doesn't need a belt, it needs I guess we'll go this way with it. Okay, we need blocks. got to have blocks going here. So what we can do is follow this line up to here. We'll put us in an arm. Flip it around, put it there. Now it's just going to grab anything and everything. Okay, now right here, I'm going to switch the belts. This is bringing up parts. I need to actually get rid of this one because I want to do, if you go to these belts, you got going two directions. So we want the top one, we want this one. And when we flip this around, see these are coming in on the top. Let me pause it real quick too. And you can actually adjust that. These are coming in on the right side. I can click on this thing here and he can either put them on the left or the right. So I'm going to hit don't put anything on the left. And put everything on, no, wait a minute, it's coming in on the left side, wrong way. So I don't want nothing on the right coming in, just on the left side, which is what he's already doing. We'll see this one coming, he'll put it on there. So he's put everything there, and because these are all going this way. So now we're going to copy this belt, and that will let both of them come in, but they're going to stop because of this one and this one is pointing that direction. So this will keep this area here, these 4 blocks, with paint and blocks for us to paint with. So again, this is doing all the processes. It's painting it. Now, what's tricky with this is to say, okay, well, I'm going to do the same thing I did over here and just have it feed to that. Well, you can't because you have to have paint going into this. So these are going to be putting in, if we do this the right way though. Why is it not doing anything at all now? Oh, I clicked it off that, so it's not doing anything. Okay, so we're going to have it just do the first one. So it's going to paint it and throw it up there pretty quick. But now we have to figure out how to get another paint booth with this block and more paint coming in. So what we can do is copy this belt. We're going to make it come down a little bit more. Now right here we're going to let's see, we're going to destroy this block, and we'll go up here and put in a splitter. There's different ways you can do this. If we put a splitter in here, it's going to send out one for each side, and then we will put in a T and do that. So now all we need to do is hit 5, copy this, so these will come out and around this way. Okay, let's stop right there. Okay, now what this is doing is making everything come on the left side, and we don't want that. Now I could put in another, I could turn this one sideways and make it a T. Well, I'll just do it to show you. If we get rid of this one, put in another T, that will make it go to the end and come around that way, which is what I want. Which is simple enough. We'll do it like that. Oh, no, okay, yeah, right here. See, it's going to go to the very first link, the very first edge, and take off. So if I clear this out, you can see what I'm talking about. It goes to the edge and just goes. So if we get rid of this block and put in an actual turn, a left turn, it will stay following that outside line. And we can clear off all this here. We don't need these. We want our blocks to be in there. Okay. So now we have line 2 going. I guess this might actually work. I haven't tried this way. I did it a very different way earlier. So what we're going to do now is, what we have to do now is put in another paint booth. We'll set it up like here. Nope. Okay, we got to move it. I forgot to leave room for my arm. I'll hit 5 and bam, bam. Then we'll bring these. Let's try bringing these this way because I got an idea here. Let's just see if this works. Okay. What's this thing doing? This thing is doing everything else that's available. So we got this guy doing the first step. We're going to have this guy doing the second step. Okay. So now we have to do, we've got the same problem again. We've got to get paint over to here to get these going. And what we could do here is stop everything. This is coming out to the far side, so let's try deleting all these, putting in these, which will allow that to come that way. Okay, so we get it going again. Now, let's get if I'd have brought that over 1 square. Okay, let's just be goofy with this and blow that out. And we'll put in another splitter. And we're going to have to blow this one up. I don't want that going that way. Yeah, this is going to be very complicated, but to give you an idea what you can do. Let's blow up that one and that one. We'll put in a configurable one, which will put it there. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to actually need 2 of these. We click on this one. We're going to have the right side go right. You can see it turns. It's going to go that way. This is going to go straight. So let's put another one of those in here, and we're going to have this one move right. So now that's going to go to the right. So that's going to feed everything, keep everything the way we had it. So let's clear off these lines. Okay, so now we will just add here. We need that to run into that. And now we got paint coming here. Okay, we got to make sure this arm is using the far one. So we're going to turn off the near. We don't want it going near us. It's only going to drop it in the back side. Now, if we have enough room here, we can add another arm here, which we don't really have. There's no way we can do this. Yeah, I really screwed this up by this gap right here screwed me up. So you can move everything backwards, or just say screw it and Anyway, it's just a way to give you an idea of how this game works. Let's see here. What could we do to make this better? I guess our best bet would be to delete all these. Gonna have this going this way. Again, don't build your factory like this. I'm just trying to gom it up to get it going. We gotta delete this one, get a square or left-hand turn so they stay in uniform order. Okay, this is doing one, right? Okay, that's doing one. That's doing two. You can see it's got plenty here. It's got plenty of parts here. For some reason, this is slow. Okay, so now as we got these over here, we can add. We'll add some conveyor or some motors here, arms. 2 arms in. And we gotta change this as soon as we get it put down because. Matter of fact, let me put it down over here. Since I copied it, we're gonna have this one do 3. And then, okay, then we'll move it into position. So it's working 3. We need more paint. So we got 3 steps going of it. So what we can do here is we'll let this one do the first 2 steps. This one will do it'll catch up. This one, the first one's going to do this one and this one, so I don't have to worry about it, but it'll make sure it gets the ones we got on the line already. And it'll do 3 and 4. And then we're going to have this one do whatever's left. So it'll perform whatever's left on it. So now it should start slowing down. So what we can do is, but I didn't want to get it all, and I didn't save my last, my run on this one to show you how I had it all set up. But it was pretty nice how I had it set up. I had it circling and coming back, and but since these have slowed down quite a bit, what we're going to do here is copy this plane, put it there, right click, copy the belt, put it there, or the motor, put that one there. Okay, and see this has to come down more, so because our parts are being stopped right here. So we're going to destroy this one and copy this, put it there, and now we've got parts coming for both. So now both these are going to be working. So we've got both these working. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to copy this, we're going to put it there, right click, copy our arms, and now we've got those 2 doing. Since I copied it, it's going to be the same setup. These are delivering, right? It's got to do its first initial setup. To make room for, see, these ain't work because the belt's full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, put 2 more here. This is not getting paint because we've got chips down here. So now we got 4 running. that should free up this quite a bit and let these run non-stop. But anyway, that's basically it. Basically, what I wanted to show. If you use the 5 and copy, pop stuff down, then just right-click. You're still on copy mode. Grab you a belt if you want to do it. It just saves you a lot of time instead of going here, clicking a belt, clicking another belt, or going here, clicking an arm, finding what you. It's just a lot easier. But yeah, it's a pretty good game. And if you zoom out enough, it shows you, this is a laser. It's pretty cool how they have this set up to show you what you've got. And you can zoom in pretty good. But that's it. Your products, if you're, like I was doing pencils earlier, this is your pencil. It's a lot more processed than, matter of fact, we can load up that real quick. Let's see, load a save. I'll show you what the process of making a pencil is. And I want to go back in and tweak this to make it even better, but no, wrong. I didn't save it after I finished it. Dang it. I thought I saved that. We'll load this one up even though I know it's no good. For some reason the loads take a bit to load up, but so this is making a pencil. You got glue, you got graphite rods, you got the ferrules, wherever that is. I guess that's a metal thing that goes around the end of the eraser. You got bottles of glue, you got wood panels, and up here you got erasers and paint. So you got to get all this combined. You got to glue some pieces. You got to put it through a press. You take them apart and you paint them. Then you got more glue going in here. There seems to be oh yeah, I just stopped right here. And then once you get it all going, you have to clamp it all together, and then you have to sharpen them, and then you sell them. I had my factory that I had built. It was completely full. The whole thing was just packed full. But anyway, that's it. It's a really good game. Get it if you want it, and see you later.